Speaking of debut, can I get a date of your VTuber debut as an indie? Wikipedia listed as February 2021. Breaks the sorting on the table with the list of members because everyone else has an exact date. Oh, so I never debuted until I debuted this model last year, but I was streaming as a VTuber before that. Because here's the thing, a lot of VTubers, what they did in 2020 and 2021 was you show up on Twitter and then you start teasing a debut stream and then you do a debut stream. But a lot of them streamed before their debut stream to get affiliate first, so that they could have like the sub button unlocked on their debut, things like that. So what they did was, like, everyone did that. So they had a technical debut date, but they started streaming earlier. And I was doing that. I was like, let me just stream a bit and like get affiliate and then I'll do like a debut. Let's go. And I started stream, and the day I started stream, I had like 20 viewers immediately because I was streaming with a friend of mine who had already been streaming for a few months. So her people checked me out and we streamed together. And so I streamed the next day. I was like gonna stream for a week with affiliate to get affiliate, and I was like, okay. And people stayed. There were a bunch of people that came from like Twitter. So those viewers on that first day, some of them like showed up the rest of the week, but other people just showed up because they saw that like I existed on Twitter. And I wasn't even like popular or anything. I was literally like sub 1K followers, you know what I mean? It was just like a tiny account, but at the time, people were really supportive of tiny streamers trying to show up and exist, tiny VTubers. So if you were starting streaming in 2020 or early 2021 and you were a VTuber and you had no content, no reason for anyone to follow you or anything, you just had like 100 people following you on Twitter, people would show up to your streams. And it would, and by people, I mean like 10 people. But that's significant, I think. In my opinion, I think that's significant. I think that's genuinely significant number. So yeah, I started streaming, and like I think that next day I had like 15 or something, 10, 11, you know, not as many people as the first day, but it was something. So I just stuck with it, and I didn't even do a debut. Because that model that I was using before too was supposed to be like my funny model. Like it was supposed to be a funny characterization of me, and then I was gonna have another one that was like the normal one. I was gonna bounce between the two. But the normal one never happened. That like fell through because the artist like just couldn't do it. They had like a health issue. So I was like, okay, I'll find someone else. But the other one was just working out just fine. And I was like, you know what? I'll just use this. Why spend the extra money? I'll just use this and I'll get like the quote unquote normal one later, right? And so I just stuck with it. So like technically, to answer your question, going back to that, the first day I streamed was February 16th. And that was 2021. But yeah, no, I never did like a proper debut. So my first ever debut was literally like last December, even though I had already been streaming for like a year and something at that point. 2 years, I don't know. I can't count. It was funny. I thought that model was funny. It was. It wasn't supposed to be like how I looked though. And I started to accelerate like getting this model because yeah, people were like, oh, they started drawing me in art looking exactly like that, and I was like, this is supposed to be a funny little characterization of me, you know. So I'm just glad to have I'm glad to have changed it up. And now I look like this. Woo! Woo! Now I look like this. Yippee! Yippee! Did you know I didn't even have legs before? Now I have legs. Now I can do this, you know? Woo! I didn't have legs.